Unemployment is the number of workers who do not engage in any economic activity but are actively seeking employment. The increase in unemployment among workers was due to the spread of the COVID-19 epidemic. The COVID-19 epidemic that hit Malaysia and the world has had a major impact on the country's political, economic, social, health, and education system. Following the spread of the epidemic, the Malaysian government has announced the implementations of the Movement Control Order, or we call MCO, to the people from March 18, 2020, thus affecting the implementation sector. This is because many employment sectors had to stop operations immediately to curb the spread of COVID-19 epidemic from continuing to spread in the community. The closure of businesses during MCO caused many companies to be unable to cover expenses, including employee salaries, causing companies to lay off employees.
In this assignment, we will discuss in detail about the unemployment among the workforce during the COVID-19 epidemic. For this study, the unemployment rate among the workforce due to COVID-19 can be only obtained through a review of previous literature, secondary information that is data, articles, and readings. Among the subtopics that will be discussed in this chapter are as follows: issues on the impact of unemployment in Malaysia due to the COVID-19 pandemic, analysis of addressing the problems of unemployment among the workforce in the pandemic phase of COVID-19. First of all, issues on the impact of unemployment in Malaysia due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The main issues in the economic development of a country are employment and the unemployment rate. Unemployment is a common phenomenon in a country where the labor market is dynamic. This can be discussed when there was an increase in the unemployment rate during the COVID-19 pandemic. Rising unemployment rates have a negative impact on the economy as it indicates declining firm performance. Based on the definition of the International Labour Organization (ILO), the unemployment rate of less than 4% is counted as full employment. For Malaysia, the country's economy has remained at full employment with an employment rate below 4% since the 1990s. For 2019, the unemployment rate in Malaysia was recorded at 3.3%. Malaysia experienced an economic recession in 1985. The unemployment rate rose to 5.6% in 1985 and 7.4% in 1986. Implementation of Movement Control Order (MCO) as a result of COVID-19 transmission starting March 18, 2020 has seen the number of unemployed in March 2020 increased 17.1% to 610,500 people compared to March 2019. The unemployment rate in March 2020 alone has increased to 3.9% compared to 3.3% recorded in February 2020. Second point is analysis of addressing the problem of unemployment among the workforce in the pandemic phase of COVID-19. Following the outbreak, the Malaysian government has announced the implementation of the Movement Control Order (MCO) to the people starting March 18, 2020, thus having an impact on the employment sector. This is because many employment sectors had to stop operations immediately in an effort to curb the spread of the COVID-19 epidemic from continuing to spread in the community. Therefore, there are several steps that can be taken to address the growing problem of unemployment. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia, the country recorded a drop in unemployment to 4.5% in May 2021 compared to 4.6% in April 2021, due to the people at a time when the country is struggling with a pandemic. Among the initiatives that have been implemented by the government is to create employment opportunities and skills training through strategic cooperation between government agencies and industry players under the National Employment Council. This situation can put many individuals at risk of infection, especially to individuals with chronic health problems and the elderly. Good career management can prevent individuals from experiencing stress during this COVID-19 outbreak, which in turn results in physical, mental, and emotional disorders. Early preparation to replan a career for those who have retired or retrenched must be made to cover the financial and livelihood aspects that are getting worse during the epidemic.
Next is discussion. What is the role of government in overcoming the problem of unemployment in Malaysia? BPN is one of the assistance provided by the government at once, one-off, to the B40 and M40 groups. The BPN grant for the B40 group is based on the Subsistence Assistance Database, while BPN for the M40 group is based on tax data from the Inland Revenue Board of Malaysia. Secondly, support package income includes government financial assistance to households in the form of transfer direct cash or debt relief, as well as payments for these utilities are not the only ones implemented in Malaysia, and even other countries severely affected by the series of COVID-19 outbreaks. Thirdly, the Ministry of Human Resources has also been tasked to implement the Career Generator program through the Employees Social Security Organization (SOCSO). But as such, every individual looking for a job and the employer can breathe a sigh of relief when the government has announced the implementation of Career Generator. In addition, this program was developed to stimulate the generation of employment sector and increase employment opportunities in the wake of the problematic effect of the COVID-19 outbreak on employment. For the second question, which is what is the effect of COVID-19 on unemployment? The Malaysian economy has remained at full unemployment with an unemployment rate below 4% since 1990s. The unemployment rate in Malaysia was recorded at 3.3%. In 2020, Malaysian labour position affected by the health crisis COVID-19 and economic impact caused the unemployment rate to reach 4.5% compared to 3.3% in the previous year. The number of unemployment increased by 39.9% to 711,000 people and compared to 508,200 people in 2019. The situation faced by the labour market in line with the global level, which is also in a precarious situation throughout 2020, resulting in job losses and reduction of working hours, as well as sources of income due to COVID-19. Many workers experienced unemployment due to employment sectors that affected when PKP is implemented, including tourism, aviation, business creative industries, housing, manufacturing, professional service, non-governmental organizations, and others. The level of concern of Malaysians over the COVID-19 epidemic increases and affect the national economy due to the concern to engage in any form of outdoor activities, including work. Therefore, the spread of COVID-19 not only affected the national economy in Malaysia but also around the world. Third question is, what is the government incentive to generate income and reduce the unemployment burden of Malaysians? The Malaysian government as well announced a moratorium on loan payments and loan deferral assistance. It is a part of the Caring People's Economic Stimulus Package, Prihatin, which aims to protect the people, support business, and strengthen the country's economy. The loan repayment moratorium, effective 1 April 2020, has assisted individuals, communities, and business sectors that was affected by PKP. In addition, the moratorium on loan repayment could reduce the financial burden of citizens and banks. It also helps to drain the cash problem that arises in the business because of the implementation of PKP. Last question is, what are the measures to overcome the problem of unemployment during COVID-19? Use of technology. Information technology, IT-related industries, manufacturing, banking, retail business, and healthcare still offer new employment opportunities throughout the outbreak of COVID-19. The hashtag WorkNow program was also introduced to help job seekers. The initiative created hashtag WorkNow is a part of the JobStreet job portal initiative. JobStreet Malaysia has emphasized that this initiative aims to reduce the unemployment rate. Inserting a hashtag symbol in the additional information section of the JobStreet website profile for individuals who are looking for employment can indicate a willingness to work in the COVID-19 outbreak.